In this video, I'm going to show you how to beat Champion Geeta in the Pokemon League for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. As always, I recommend you leveled up your Pokemon and you have all the correct moves and you're ready. I mean, if you beat the Elite Four and you got here, you should be ready at this point. Her first Pokemon is going to be Espathra, which is weak to Bug, Ghost, and Dark. This is a level 61 Psychic type. Espathra is a foster Pokemon, has a good special attack and a good HP, but if you hit it with any other normal attack, it should go down quite easily as long as you're effective. I highly recommend starting out with a Pokemon that can use Stealth Rock right off the get-go so that you can start damaging all of her Pokemon as she throws them into the battle arena. The best strategy here is either to be able to tank a hit and know that you're going to survive, or to be able to be faster than Espathra. As I mentioned earlier, she's got a weakness to Bug, Ghost, and Dark, so I'm going to use my Scyther, use a Bug attack, and take this out in one go. The next Pokemon you will have to face is Kingambit, which is a Dark and Steel type Pokemon that has a weakness to Fire and Ground and a 4x weakness to Fighting. This Pokemon has incredibly high attack, incredibly high defense and HP, so you don't want to attack this with a physical attack. However, you can always get away with a close combat as long as your Pokemon's strong enough to beat it straight up through its defense, but keep in mind it has a really high defense. You're going to have a really strong Pokemon to be able to take this out in one hit. Its speed is very slow, but if you use a special attack in Fire, Fighting, or Ground, you'll probably kill it a lot quicker and a lot easier. I know that my Annihilate has an incredibly high output of damage, so I know that I can beat this with one hit with my close combat. If you're worried that you don't have a Pokemon who can do this, use a special move in Fire and you will get this Pokemon to go down. The next Pokemon you will face is Gogoat, that has a weakness to Flying, Bug, Fire, Ice, and Poison. This one has a very moderate speed, it has a very high HP, high attack, high special attack. However, its defense is quite low, so if you hit this with a physical move, it's going to go down really easily. But also, if you use a special attack, I mean, its defense and special defense aren't so great, so doesn't really matter what attack you use as long as you hit it hard enough with a really hard move like Armor Cannon from Armor Rouge. This Pokemon will go down quite easily. It will be a lot easier if you use a physical attack though. Her next Pokemon is probably going to be the hardest one if you fight this one the wrong way. This is Avalugg, which is an Ice type, which has a weakness to Fire, Fighting, Steel, and Rock. Now, what you need to know is that this Pokemon's very slow, has incredibly bad special defense, so you should only focus on using special attacks, because its defense and its HP are insane. Well, especially its defense. It has incredible defense. Physical attacks, you're going to take forever to destroy this Pokemon. So use a special attack. Don't even mess around. A special attack is what's going to take this Pokemon down from full HP to 0 the quickest way possible. And since it's weak to Fire, I used Armor Rouge again to just, use Armor Cannon or Flamethrower, and you would have got through this one quite easily. Her next Pokemon is Veluza, which is a Water Psychic type. It has a weakness to Electric, Grass, Bug, Ghost, and Dark attacks. It has a high HP and high attack. In terms of its defenses, it's weaker more to special attacks, but not by much. So honestly, as long as you're faster than this Pokemon, you should be able to one-shot it quite easily. Yeah, honestly, there's not much to this one. You just have to be faster than it and just hit it with a hard move and it will go down easy enough. Geeta's final Pokemon is Glimmo, which is going to terrestrialize into a Rock type, which means its weaknesses are going to be Water, Grass, Fighting, Ground, and Steel. Now, this Pokemon has a very high special attack, very low attack, and a high defense, right? The rest of its stats are pretty average. It's a little faster and maybe a little bit higher HP than usual, but honestly, you can beat this one nice and easily with a special attack that's going to destroy it. Just keep in mind that this thing's special attack, if it hits you, is probably going to hurt a lot, so be very careful on what moves this thing uses against you, because that might hurt incredibly so. I particularly decided to use Garchomp with Dig and just go under the ground, dodge its first attack, and hit it with my own attack with Dig underneath. Now, it will throw out Toxic Debris, which will try poison you, but it's going to be easy to beat it because I don't know why it's using this move right at the end of the battle, because that would have been great if she started with that one. However, that's pretty much how you can beat Champion Geeta. It's actually not a really tough team. You can counter it super easily, and I hope you guys have noticed that, and I hope you guys have good luck beating it too. Thank you so much for watching this video.